Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nabil Zulkifli, and today our group will present to you the report of Fahmi Serunding. The company that we choose is Fahmi Serunding Enterprise. The reason why we choose Fahmi Serunding Enterprise because first, food industry which is serunding in Kelantan is famous than another state. Second, is Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is sell the best serunding in Kelantan. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is a SME company that provides serunding. The owner of Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is Encik Muhammad Fahmi Ismail. Their mission is to become primary serunding supplier in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia and Brunei. The vision of this company is to provide good quality of product. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is located at Kampung Laut 16040 Tumpak, Kelantan. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise produce 4 types of serunding such as local meat, import meat, chicken and fish. The price of local meat serunding is RM60 per kilo. The price of import meat serunding is 50 per kilo. The price of chicken serunding is 52 and the price of fish serunding is 49 per kilo.
I will explain about company activity. First part is finance of the company. Finance is a field that is concerned with the allocation of asset and liability over space and time. Often under condition of risk or uncertainty, finance can also be defined as the money management. The responsibility of the finance department in Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is to look at the overall business activity fund to business the financing. Financial management will facilitate Fahmi Serunding Enterprise to make the company's financial flow. The company financial flow will allow them to view cash flow activity within their company. How many in and how many out. From there, they can also be determined business return and planning strategy to grow the business. Next, every operating company must have profit and sales target for their company. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise also have target of daily produce of 180 kg to 240 kg for their production and total sale is 100,000 per month. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise only produce of 240 kg per day in Ramadan and Hari Raya, and they get around 12,000 per day only on that time. Other than that, they only produce with their other order from their customer. Next, marketing of the company. Marketing is a social and administrative function that aims to create, develop and retain customer in economic activity or exchange of goods and services. In other words, it also means the process of communicating goods or service to customer. The point in marketing in Fahmi Serunding is the place or site for someone to start a business. In the marketing strategic business location selection is one of the factors that influence the marketing success of a business. Placing this company physically in a strategic place play an important role in ensuring Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is one of the attraction. As a result, the company operates in Kampung Laut, Tumpak, Kelantan because it is famous for this serunding. Next, marketing strategy is the price. Price means the amount of charge for the product or service. Determining the price of a product is a very difficult process. This is because the pricing of a product or service will depend on the quality, quantity, needs or requirement. The price for their serunding is RM50 for import, RM60 for local, RM52 for chicken, and RM40 for fish. Other than that, all promotion they have made in media social only in Facebook. The third point is operating of the company. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise operating 24 hours per day. Fahmi Serunding has 3 working hours during the day and night. The operation hour for Fahmi Serunding operate 24 hours a day to optimize the production of the product. At 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. there is a first shift on duty. Then the second shift is 4 p.m. until 12 a.m. Then last shift is 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. This is because Fahmi Serunding Enterprise is forced to make very encouraged production, but has to deal with inadequate space and machine problem, which force them to decide to operate 20 hours a day.
Fahmi Serunding is small medium enterprise business in Kelantan. So, the challenge that faced by Fahmi Serunding is about some things that test strength, skill, ability, and especially the way that something is interest. Encik Fahmi, the owner of Fahmi Serunding, mentioned that there are many factors and aspects that's a core in their daily business. The second factor of challenge is a limited place and space area. At Kampung Laut, there are limited place and area because of the density population is quite high. This has made place are limited for society in Kampung Laut. Encik Fahmi tell that there no more space that in Kampung Laut that can buy to develop their business. The third factor is about environment factor. Environment factor in this is about unpredictable weather. As we know, almost all of places in Kelantan filled with floods in 2014. Kampung Laut is one of the places that face this situation. The flash flood that occurred has been challenged for Fahmi Serunding. Many of machines are damaged and the production are stopped around 1 month. The fourth challenge faced by Fahmi Serunding is about management and production. It is about the less worker in both management and production. Encik Fahmi need to do all but its own self include delivery to customer. This has made the company management is quite slow and sometimes will be uncontrolled. The production worker also less in Fahmi Serunding. This has made company slow in produce the product. The less worker has made company take an extra time to produce the products.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wana Sabrina. I would like to present about the solution to counter the issue. From the 4 challenges that we have discussed, I want to explain about the solution. First one is competition with other companies that sell the same product. We would like to suggest that Fahmi Serunding Enterprise need to be able to keep up with the pace. Besides, we suggest them to make product development and innovation to counter the issue. In addition, they also need to make the serunding according to customer preference. If the product satisfies their needs, they will not search for other. Second solution for the issue is place where they produce the product. They are not suitable because the place are too small and the layout are not systematic. They should improve their plant layout so that they know where to put goods besides adding more machinery to meet customers' demand. The next one is about location and environment factor, which are the floods always occur in the region. The inventory and machinery will be damaged due to the flood. Our suggestion is that they take the insurance policy for the coverage of the damage because it can reduce the financial loss. Besides, they can add their places into floor to keep their property upstairs. The last one is about workforce for management team. They need to learn and delegate the task properly and make them focus on their job. If the workers are not performed, they should help them to improve. The plan that makes sense for them a year ago isn't necessarily right for them.
Next, task 1. Analyze organization readiness to internalize. We are given 6 tasks based on our group assignment. For this analysis, for the first, analyze organization readiness to internalize. We see from many angles about this because in order to bring the business to the international standard of a business is not easy. However, it is also not hard if we try. For this first, let's start with the experience.
The task 2. Assess the suitability of the firm product and service for foreign market. Foreign market are any market outside of a company's own country. Selling in foreign market involves dealing with different language, acts, laws, rule, regulation and requirement. Companies looking to enter a new market need to carefully research the potential opportunity and create a market entry strategy. Exporting goods is often the first step in offering a foreign market, which can lead to setting up a business presence there. Any business that interests to develop the profit and organization are able to export their product and service in foreign market.
Hello and hi everyone, I'm Noor Aini Shuhada and today I'm gonna talk about task number 3 and task number 4. For the task number 3, which is screening countries to identify attractive target market. Choosing the target market is crucial to every business. The right target market will ensure the business serve their product or services to the right groups of people or customers. Country screening is the process of scanning international market with the intention of identifying and assessing opportunities for expansions. Apart from that, companies have to make sure the target that they want to choose are the best and the most attractive. And first company can classify their target by consider the geographic factor. Fahmi Serunding target all the Malaysians and also people in the neighbor countries such as from Indonesia, Thailand, Brunei and Singapore. Even they're not directly deliver the product to end customers. And next, task number 4. Task number 4 is about assess the industry market potential for the products or services in target market selected. The things that always been worried by any company or business when they launch a new product or services, whether they have sufficient market or not. There are a few ways that can be implemented in determining the actual values or market potential. Market size of the product or services offered by the company. The combination of a serunding product from Fahmi Serunding Enterprise and also other serunding companies is the complete market size. And second factor goes to market growth rate. In Fahmi Serunding Enterprise, there are few types of serunding, but all of their products offered are relevant for all the time, regardless the seasons. Their products are sold at the same pace, so the market growth for all the products
For the task 5, Fahmi Serunding Enterprise need to choose qualified business partner like foreign distributor at their target country so that their product can get the widest coverage. Why Fahmi Serunding Enterprise need to choose distributor is because distributor manage their own stock, maintain inventory and resell the product to end user. They will resell the product within a foreign territory. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise need to carefully select their foreign distributor. With this foreign distributor, they will help Fahmi Serunding Enterprise to enter the foreign market because they expertise in their own country. Many entrepreneurs in a new market can access to foreign market because of the distributor. Fahmi Serunding Enterprise should treat distributor as an important part of their team.
Task 6. Estimate company sales potential for each target market. Sales potential is the estimate market share that company expect to capture in a market in a stipulated time period after entering the market. Sales potential results are very important for a company in determining whether to enter a market or not, depending on the estimate profitability from the sales potential. Company sale potential can be defined as the maximum level of sale a company expects to achieve forecast period with its present and planned level of marketing effort and expenditure and the given set of market conditions. To be exact, company sale potential is an act where a company estimates the share of annual industry sale that the firm expects to generate in a particular target market. As the firm will need to clearly understand the market condition and factors that can be affect their sale, such as internal and external firm environment factor. The internal environment are also known as the macro environment of a business, such as competitor, employee, supplier, public, and many more. While the external factor are the macro environment, which is politics, environment, social, technology, economic, and legal factor. After understanding the market condition, which is understanding the macro and macro environment of the business field, firm now have to determine the factor that will influence the company's sale potential, which is it have 7 crucial factors. First factor are intensity of the competitive environment. Existing competitor may react strongly against interest. This can be referred to the butterfly force theory, where it is a tool for analyzing competition of a business, and it is also to drive 5 factors that determine the competitive intensity. Below are the butterfly force framework. First, bargaining power of supplier. Second, a trade of substitute. Third, bargaining power of buyer. And the fourth, trade of new entrants. First, trade of new entrants eventually will decrease profitability for other firms in the industry. For fahmi serunding enterprise, when they want to market their product to another country or foreign country like Singapore, Indonesia, and Brunei, they will face many competitors and the local enterprise that sells same product like fahmi serunding enterprise. They will see fahmi serunding enterprise as a threat because fahmi serunding enterprise offering the same type of product, which is serunding. Next, trade of the substitute. For fahmi serunding enterprise, they offering the same product as the local product. They will face a challenge where they will be assumed to offering the substitute product and the local people will feel treated. The example, Indonesian will feel treated because assume that serunding can be replaced their traditional food in Aidilfitri. The second factor is pricing and the financing of sale. Attractiveness of pricing and financing can give a huge effect to buyers and also channel member. When borrowing capital to do business, the quality of the capital can be very influential in the price decision. For example, when fahmi serunding enterprise try to get a supplier from channel member, they get a low price. But when they do not have channel member or supplier, they must find another supplier and the price of the raw material will rise. The third factor is human and financial resource. Human and financial resource are the major factor in the proficiency and the speed of the company's success. For example, if there is a good human resource management, there will be deduction of the cost in the operating process. For fahmi serunding enterprise, as we know, process of making serunding is very long, so they need more worker. They need more dedication worker to make the flow of serunding process become smooth and efficient. If the process is smooth, they can maximize the production of serunding. The fourth factor is a partner capability. Partner skill and resources can determine speed and effectiveness of entry. When a fahmi serunding enterprise have a good and reliable marketing channel and supplier channel, it can ensure that their raw material supplier are in a reliable condition. For example, a fahmi serunding enterprise will be needing a very reliable meat, fish, and chicken supplier in order to sell to the customer and to fulfill their demand. The fifth factor is access to distribution channel. Access to distribution channel refer to the ability to set up and use intermediaries and the channel infrastructure. A distribution channel is a chain of business or intermediaries through which a good or service passes until it reaches the end consumer. It can include wholesaler, retailer, distributor, and even the internet itself. Hence, it is really necessary for Fahmi Serunding Enterprise to have a strong access to distribution channels so that their product and service can be accepted to the customer. The sixth factor is market penetration timetable. Market penetration is a measure of the amount of sale or adoption of a product or service compared to the total theoretical market for that product and service. The thing to be questioned here is it fast or slow. A good market penetration for Fahmi Serunding Enterprise can give a huge advantage for them if it can give a positive impact on a business where it can increase the market share of the product. Last factor are reputation. Success may be faster if customers are already familiar with the firm's brand and reputation. For Fahmi Serunding Enterprise, it is crucial for them to build the brand name. This can be implemented through many ways, such as serving a good quality and delicious product that meet customer satisfaction. Besides, they can gain a positive reputation through their way of service, where they can implement the high-class service when they are interacted with their customer.